You good? You hear me?
Yep, yep. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Give him a call right quick.
I highly suggest you check out our first.
Lonzo,
Mike, what's up with you, dude?
how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Good, good. I saw that you sent me the link the other day, and I sent it to my man Dusty. I said we definitely got to bring this to the show. I appreciate you taking time to come on and be on the show again. I know you're over there doing your thing overseas.
Yes,
I know it's a big time difference, so I ain't gonna keep you long.
that's fine. I'm available. You
Good.
don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Thank
Uh,
you.
this stems from the misinformation that's been spread on the internet for decades about Mike stealing Ruthless and moving it to Canada
Canada.
and trying to take over the label. And he found the actual the cause of what happened. And Dusty, could you read that for us, please?
Yes, I sure will. So I'll read it, Mike, and feel free to stop me whenever you want to elaborate on something or correct something. Does that sound okay?
Sure, buddy.
Okay, great. Mike Klein, Ruthless security director, who'd been brought on to battle at Suge Knight when Death Row Records had threatening Eazy E and poaching Ruthless artists. Klein had a background in Israel. This article is kind of poorly written, sorry. Israeli security forces and claimed partial ownership of Ruthless. Here's some good background on Klein and Suge Knight. These competing claims caused tumult. Klein, attempting to assert control, fired Wood/Wright's lawyer, Ron Sweeney, but when Klein showed up to Ruthless's office a few days later, a phalanx of security guards barred his entrance. Anything you want to comment on
Let
so
me
far?
stop. Let me stop you there. Nobody stopped me from getting in. The doors were locked.
Okay.
Okay. You know me better than that. Nobody stops me from going anywhere. Uh, but what happened was they had, I guess, Tamiko, somebody did put some Nation of Islam security there, but I went to the door, they changed the locks. The landlord came and said, until the court figures out who owns what, nobody goes in. And then the judge put in the receiver until everything was worked out through the legal system.
Okay. Go ahead, Dusty. You muted, Doc. We can't hear you. Dusty, you muted.
Ah, man. Sorry, dude. There's just technology issues. It all sparked an incredibly complicated probate case. While the case was being sorted, a judge ordered Ruthless to shut down the doors to its Woodland Hills offices locked. Sorry, I'm reading it exactly how it's written. I promise you guys, it's not me. Into this mess waltzed a high school student named Raphael Gazarian. Gazarian was a 19-year-old prankster from Ottawa, Canada, who recently served a stint in juvenile detention and was giving high school another shot. Should I keep going? Is this anything that pertains?
No, keep going.
Okay, all right, let's see. I'm just trying to get to we've used 1, 2, 3 until we crack the code. That changed to the end of the flip. Okay. Ruthless Records was their next victim. This was the spring of 1995, only weeks after Eazy's death. And though they were big N.W.A. fans, they had no idea about the chaos engulfing Ruthless. They changed Ruthless's message to say that the label had moved to Ottawa, Canada. Its new address, their crash pad address. Its new number, their crash pads number. So these guys apparently changed. It was a prank. It all started from a prank. 2 kids in Canada. Is that what I'm gathering, Mike?
That's correct. And if you remember on a show when you interviewed me, you guys brought this up, and I said I had nothing to do with it. But on the internet, and for many years, people thought that I was involved and blamed me for it. But I don't lie, and I don't need to steal anything. So it finally came out that I was correct, and these scam artists were the ones that did it that you are reading about.
Yeah, let's see. This prank worked better than they could have possibly imagined because Ruthless's operations had been halted by the judge. The altered answering machine message stayed active for months. No one came to change it because the label doors were locked, just as Mr. Klein just said. And let's see, and so-called intended for Ruthless started going to Kazarian and Allen. When they answered, they impersonated Ruthless executives and in the process managed to take control of the label, making a small fortune and triggering an FBI case that remained unsolved for decades until now.
Wow.
Oh.
So how did they make a small fortune? Selling records?
Well, no, what they were doing, Lonzo, they were telling people to send in tapes, demos, and charging them for it.
Ah.
So these poor individuals wanted to be discovered. They sent in this tape with, I don't know how much money that they asked for, but all these people sent these thousands of tapes with this money, and these people made a small fortune on scamming these people. And I mean, they had some scam going, but I'm just happy it's cleared up because for decades, I mean, for a long time, I was blamed for moving the offices to Canada, which was absurd.
Do you have any connection with Canada at all?
Yeah, the only connection I have with Canada is my wife is Canadian, but we live in the United States. She was born in Canada. That's about it.
Okay. All right. See?
And we go and visit once in a while Canada because it's a beautiful place, but that's as far as it.
You one of the lucky ones, Mike. You were able to get your name cleared. You know.
Well, yeah, that's why I sent it to you because
I appreciate it.
I think it came up in our conversations, and even on some of the comments, people say that I opened a place in Canada and stole tapes, which is a bunch of BS.
Yeah, you're supposed to have you're supposed to have the unreleased Eazy E tape. That's right.
Yeah, and that's a bunch of nonsense either too.
Okay.
And if you hear people in the comment section, they would swear that was gospel. I'm so glad you're shutting all this down, Mr. Klein.
Yeah, well, you know, the other thing that, you know, when I said on your show that Eazy died of AIDS, I guess there was a big uproar that I said that, but he did die of AIDS. I didn't say it wasn't suspicious. I just said he died of AIDS. Okay. That's two big different things. Dying of AIDS. Should he die of AIDS? I don't believe so. Was it handled correctly? You know, that's not me for decide, but in my opinion, he wasn't. Okay. But for people to think that I said that he died of AIDS, I was somehow conspiring and did something to hurt him. You got to understand, me and Eazy were very close, and his death would hurt me more than anything because I made money there. When he died, that ended, you know?
Right.
So for me to be involved in anything like that is a bunch of nonsense. And when somebody hires me to look after somebody, I do that, and I did it very well. You know, I think what happened to Eric was a tragedy. He died way too young. He did die of AIDS. I don't believe he should have died that quickly of AIDS. I think they had some, I think when I was involved, when I saw and wanted to get him the best doctor to handle it, I was rejected by his family, and I'm not family, so I couldn't do anything. I offered. I told Eazy, do you want me to get you the best doctor possible? And he said, yes. I tried. That failed. I think by the time he was treated, his infection was too far gone, in my opinion, and that's why he died so quickly.
Okay.
But was there anything nefarious happened? I have no idea. You know, I don't believe he should have died that quickly. He did die of AIDS. And like I stand by my word that I don't believe he should have died as quickly as he did.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah. Can I ask a follow up to that? You know,
Sure.
Kid Frost has made some comments about that as well, about certain individuals injecting Eazy. And Suge Knight even was on a late night talk show, 15 years or so ago, talking about, he made a little comment about, getting the jab like Eazy. When you hear stuff like that, what are your thoughts?
No, it's a bunch of nonsense. I mean, it's folklore. You can say stuff. People can take blame and say somebody poked them with blood. I don't believe it. Obviously, if somebody pokes you with a needle, you'd know about it, and you'd say something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
There was some static. Yeah, if somebody, I mean, it's common sense. Alonzo and Dusty, if somebody poked you with a needle, would you know about it?
Yep.
Yes, for the most part, yeah.
Okay, so how can somebody poke somebody with a needle easy and Eazy wouldn't know about it? I mean, it makes no sense, and it didn't happen. Okay, it's just a bunch of stories. Okay, even what Suge said is, he just said it for notoriety. For I don't know why he said it. He shouldn't have said it. It wasn't funny, and it was. I think nobody should say something like that. But I think it's nonsense. I don't think nobody injected him. I don't know how he caught it, but Eazy loved women. I mean, if you saw the documentary that Eazy's daughter did, the doctor that treated him said that there were a couple of women that came forward that said that they were infected by Eazy. So there's some, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what the doctor said. But like I said, Eazy had a lot of girlfriends. You know that, Lonzo.
Yeah, that's for true.
I mean, he had beepers, different telephones for people to call him on. It was incredible on how many women this guy had. I mean, look, he had 11 kids by 9 different women.
Something
that should
like
tell
that,
you
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That should tell you something.
Very true. We missed you at the ceremony, Mike.
Sorry, buddy. I was out of town.
I understand.
I still owe you something when I get back, buddy.
You got it. No problem. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you got my word as soon as I get back.
Okay. Are you still working on the Suge Knight biopic?
Yeah, we are working on it. Yes, we're working on it on a few different avenues. It's not easy to do. We finished. The script is done. We have to do some rework on it. But we are working on it. I can't give you a concrete time, but it's being worked on.
All right.
And we got it done, I'll let you know, and we'll talk about it and tell you when it's happening.
You got it. No problem.
But anything else you ever cleared up, I like to do it because I like to clear my name, because there's all these conspiracy theories that I had to do something with Eazy's demise, which is just beyond ridiculous.
All right. Glad you're here, Mike. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much,
Lonzo,
Mike. We really appreciate you.
All right, dude. Thank you, man.
Sure.
Have a good one now.
Sure, Dusty. Bye, guys.
Be safe.
Peace, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, folks. That was Mike Klein of Ruthless Records, clearing the air on all his all the conspiracy theories that he's alleged to be a part of. I hope we got that clarified. The FBI got involved. These guys had a major scam going on, charging people for demo. That's an interesting program, That's
Y'all better make this go viral. This has to go viral. All the BS that goes viral, please make this go viral, because this deserves to go viral, I think.
And that was Mike Klein. That was definitely Mike Klein. I got his phone number, had it forever. And he don't do a lot of interviews, but he and I have a mutual respect for each other. And he wanted to make sure that he came on this show to make sure that the word got out that he had nothing to do with that. So it's done. Make me go, Shay Shay.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm sharing the hell out of this, and please share this, guys, and timestamp it and all that below, you know, just to let everybody know, because this has to go viral to close up one more loop in the ever-changing story that is the Eazy E story.
All right, we still got the ultimate unicorn here in the house tonight.
Yeah.
Unknown.
Let me ask Unknown.
On the mic
I have something personal to ask